Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So I was highly requested to film this video regarding like how to be more responsible with your financial money, whether you work or you don't work. So obviously for me, I actually work one job. Technically I have two, I have one. And in the long run, I've had to learn how to be more responsible with money, because a lot of kids nowadays, a lot younger than me, probably aged 11 to 16, just like to spend a lot of money. But when you come to realise it when you get older, that's not actually the way to go. So how it started for me is when I was in secondary school, when I wanted to start YouTube. I decided I wanted to apply for PayPal credit. So obviously with PayPal credit, depending on what you've got credit score wise, debit cards, if you've got any credit cards, which an under 16-year-old should definitely not have. So what it started for me, I think I purchased a camera, so that probably about 800 quid, and then I kept purchasing, and then before I knew it, I banked up all my PayPal credit, which I'm gonna say, which I think was about £1,000 at the time. But then I managed to pay some of that back, and then because I had all this money from working jobs and stuff, I then used up all my PayPal credit again, which then led to 2,000. Obviously then, ever since then, I was then struggling to pay that back. Obviously when you're an adult at my age, being in debt is definitely not one of the things that you should be doing. And obviously now here I am. I'm in quite a lot of debt right now. A little bit more, but I'm not saying why or how much. So obviously when you spend, you don't realise how much it adds up in the end. So my parents taught me and my sisters to always be responsible with your money, to be more grateful that 1, we can have a job, 2, we can work, and then 3, that not just to go spending it and then end up having nothing for ourselves to have, to be able to treat ourselves to nice things like a new camera or MacBook on my phone and many more things as well. So if you're younger than 16 and you're in school and you're getting pocket money off your mum and dad, don't go spending it, because as much as it's hard to not want to spend it, you need to not spend that money. Because I think that's how it started with me. I actually used to get pocket money off my mum and dad or anything, but then as I got older, I think when I was 18, I actually got a job, realising how much money I earned a month, because I did used to have 2 jobs back then. So now I only get 1 payday a month, but I'm still grateful for that. But you do realise is when the more you spend, like on takeaways and clothes and gadgets and many more things, it does add up pretty quickly. So how to be more responsible, I've just started to learn this myself, and it's still a learning curve for me. So in order to try and be more responsible is to put a limit on yourself. So I'm just going to give an example. So to say if you were paid £500 a month for a job, obviously then some of that's got to go on bill. So for me, I pay about 6 things out a month, which does add up quite a lot. I think it's about 250 quid a month I have to pay on bills, and then whatever I normally have left, I normally spend all of that, so I've literally got nothing left. But this month I did a self-disciplinary, I think that's the word. So whatever I get paid, I pay my bills and then I give my money straight to my mum. As stupid as that sounds, it works, or it has worked. Because on payday yesterday, I was very tempted to get another My Protein order done, and I think something else as well, but I literally stopped myself, got all my bills paid, and I sent my mum all the money, just so I've got no access of touching that money. So if you're similar age to me and you're finding it very hard to stop spending, as ridiculous it sounds, give your money to your sister, your parents, put it into a bank account that you cannot access to get the money back out again. So my mum actually banks with somebody else, so she has actually got that money of mine that I got paid yesterday that I did not spend. Obviously if I end up needing it for something else, then I will show her why I need that money, and then she'll give it me, and then she'll allow me to use it for whatever I need, most likely bills and stuff. Also another way to be more responsible with your money is to write everything down, things that you want, things that you need, because everything I wanted to buy, I didn't actually need it, I just wanted it. That goes a long way, whether you want it or need it. If you need it for school, for work, something important, then that's fine, but set yourself a budget on what you can spend either a monthly or weekly. But obviously in my case, I wanted to buy a big order, My Protein order, didn't need it, I wanted it, but I'm waiting until next month to get it, hopefully, depending on how much money I've got. And I think there is another way as well. Just set yourself, it is self-disciplinary. As hard as it is not to spend your money, be grateful for what money you have, because obviously I have mentioned, I think whatever video it was, I actually was scammed quite a long time ago, and the wages I was given, I blew that away and I absolutely got scammed, and I literally lost quite a lot of money from it, and now I'm owing money back to somebody else. because I messed up, sincerely. So if you're on social media like me, I have Instagram. I get like fake forex traders trying to message me. I get businesses trying to tell me to buy things off them, and I say no. And when you tell them no, they don't like it, so they keep pestering you, even though you said no like 10 times. For me, I tend to get angry pretty quickly, and I flip out at them. I tell them no, you know, I've got no money. I try and lie to them, say I don't have a job, I don't have any money, blah blah blah. And I think I ended up just reporting them on the group, on the chat, for like harassment and stuff, because I just don't want to be spoken to. Obviously on social media you do really need to be careful on where you put your money. So as I was saying about like social media, like if you see advertisements on Facebook, Instagram or anything like that, don't bother clicking on them. You do think, oh, they sell this, they sell that, and then you actually buy it, and then you're actually wasting a lot of money. And a lot of Facebook adverts on like Instagram and stuff are basically like American, so you're paying American dollars for when you live in the UK, when you could just easily just get like a cheap price on like eBay or Amazon. So obviously for me, in a way to learn not to spend so much money and be more responsible with it, is actually deciding what you actually need and what you actually don't need. And if you just want it, obviously if you just want it, you're just gonna have to wait and learn to be patient and just wait to get it when you're in the right financial state in order to be able to afford something. So there's no point trying to like buy something when you literally can't afford it and you know that you're going to be missing payments on something. It's like for me, I think I bought something and then I've paid it monthly or weekly, and then 1 month I've become very very short and I was not able to afford that payment, purely because I was just stupid in buying other things instead of like working out my money from like what I'd spent with somewhere else on a different like online shop, and then it's left me short and then I've not been able to pay it. And obviously missing payments does have a big effect on you in the future. Like if you want to buy a house or a car or something nice and you want to pay things monthly, like it's like car TV adverts, you pay on an interest rate, APR rate. Obviously then if your credit score doesn't meet that, and obviously it shows that you've been missing payments regularly on a regular month or regular week, it does take a toll on what you can and cannot buy in the future when you get older. Even though you think when you're little it doesn't matter if you're in debt, blah blah blah, because it does become consequences. I've been watching a program on my channel, My 5, of Can't Pay Will Take It Away, and a lot of serious people that are refusing to pay their rent, can't afford their rent, not paying for things that I've purchased like cars and stuff like that. It does have a big effect, and you'll believe it or not, you will get bailiffs at the door. Whether you like it or not, or do you know, like on here, like I'm watching, oh you can't be in my property, you've got no right. They've got every right, they've got the paperwork, they've got the High Court signature, everything. So you're going to end up being one of those people. Not saying you're going to end up on TV, but you will have bailiffs at the door, believe it or not. Obviously for me, I've had to sort out my finances and my debts, going on a debt management plan, which for me has worked. I'm doing a lot better than I was, I don't know, a year ago, 6 months ago, 3 months ago maybe. But you guys do need to be responsible with money, and it's very easy to do so. You can just Google things on how to be responsible, like set budgets, plans, like how much if you know how much you're going to get paid on payday or whatever, and then work out your money from there, because it doesn't make the big difference. So for me, I want to spend because I absolutely just love my protein and stuff like that, but I've had to put a hold on that purely because I've got other priorities that need to be paid first, and then when I'm finished paying other things off, then I can buy something else to treat myself. Because obviously this month I haven't been able to do that, and I wish I could, and I do want to do another photo shoot soon, so I'm trying to save up for that as well. And obviously I've got a holiday coming up, so I want to be able to still save for that as well. So when you've got things going on like holidays, photo shoots, but buying for a car, passing your test, you've got to think of those things first, not just forget about it and put it in the background like pretend that doesn't exist, and then just pay for whatever you want, because then you'll come to realise if you pass your test and you've got no money to even buy a car, that was a waste of just doing your test. So if that makes sense. But if you guys do want any more advice on how to be more responsible with money, drop me a DM, drop me a comment on this video, and then I'll try and leave some links. I'm trying to be helpful because I might have a young audience, I'm not quite sure, probably an older audience as well. But yeah, everything helps, and be more responsible with your money, be grateful for what you've got, spend wisely. So if you guys did enjoy this video, please smash the like button. Please comment down below on this video, as it does help. Please share my videos, honestly don't mind, share my videos, get me, not trying to be like snob or anything, but it does help out my channel, believe it or not. I don't care, I don't get paid by YouTube. Just to let you know, just share my channel. I would love to be able to reach more people and more audience out there, because it would do me an honest favour and know that my channel is worth doing, and not obviously just I'm just gonna quit, because I definitely don't want to be quitting. But yeah guys, thanks so much for watching. Peace. You